Well, if you're familiar with the blue Meyers Manx that I built I think it actually was over a year ago, at the time that I started that project, I started a second one, and I was gonna have both of them at SEMA, which is where we debuted the blue one. I was gonna have both of them done, and I was working with Empey and Meyers Manx, but the second car, which is this car, I didn't receive the body until after SEMA. But I'm still building this. At the time, I was building it for my fiance, Kathleen. Now, it's for my wife. And she picked this color, which is a color out of the mold. The blue one is Big Sur, and I forget, this is apricot, they call it. How the guys doing?
Guys are doing great. Got a lot done. They've got all the wiring prepped for you.
Cool.
To do the mounts of the lights.
What color you want? The Meyers Manx is known that the donor car was a Volkswagen. What I'm trying to do on mine is I want to make it look like the donor car was a 356 Porsche. There's a lot of little pieces that I've ordered that haven't come in yet, but I'll be putting most of those parts on at Foos Design once I get it back from Meyers Manx here. But it's looking great. I'm getting that piece chromed, and then I had a new Porsche emblem to put in it. The blue one had a lot of 356 Porsche parts in it. This one is going to have some 911 parts. She's going to design the interior because she is a designer herself, and she was so excited to help me with mine that I've given her her own to do. Now, I was born in 1963. The Meyers Manx was born in 1964. I don't remember the first time I saw one because they were around when I was just a little kid. But when the opportunity came that I could possibly have one, I jumped at it because I wanted to do a few things that were a little bit different than all of the ones that you see. I recently signed a deal with Empey, who is known for making aftermarket Volkswagen parts. I'm designing some new stuff and we're prototyping those pieces for him. One of those pieces is the spring cap that's on the back here. You can actually get those through Empey now. And when we finish this Meyers Manx, I'm hoping to have several pieces that I've designed. When Bruce Meyer first made the Meyers Manx, everything was created by hand. And those original molds weren't exactly symmetrical. So the first thing that Philip and Freeman Thomas did is they scanned an original body, they put it in the computer, and they built what is called the remastered Meyers Manx. This is one of those bodies. Everything is, now symmetrical, square, everything's nice, beautiful, everything fits. And the other thing that they did is they added this section in the back that has a door that opens up, and you can put the battery inside. And it's just, they're looking at everything as if, what if it were built today? That's what this car is. It's much nicer than the original. But the other thing they're doing is they're going beyond this. They're actually building an electric Meyers Manx, which if you look it up, it's really cool online. They're bringing manufacturing technology to something that was strictly an aftermarket vehicle, but now you're gonna have something that's just as if it came from, one of the big threes. And it's fantastic. I couldn't be prouder of what Philip and Freeman and the whole team at Meyers Manx is doing right now. Can't wait to see those on the street. When I was building the blue Meyers Manx, I knew that I wanted to find some 356 Porsche parts. And if you're familiar with overhauling, we did a 356 Porsche on the show, and Rod Emery was our, shall we say, expert with the Porsche, and his father Gary. And I asked Rod, I said, hey, I'm building this Meyers Manx and I really want to use 356 parts. I went up there and he let me go through his warehouse, and I put a little pile of stuff together, and I said, what do you want for this? He says, just take it. I can't thank you enough, Rod, for giving me those parts and helping me make the Meyers Manx, the blue one that I built, a reality. The next step on this car is I've got the wheels done. We actually took the Fook wheels, split them, and made a wider wheel in the back, so I've got a 6-inch in the front, 8-inch in the rear, 15-inch diameter. Mike Curtis, he's the one that welded those together. I ground the weld smooth. He's got the wheels, he's polishing them. I need to paint them, but I'll get those back. I'll get the tires on. Once we have the motor in, then I'll start doing the wiring system, and I've still got to put the headlights in. And what I do on my headlights is I build the bottom with fiberglass and make that part much thicker right there. Then I dig a hole in this, but I build the cup that holds those Dietz lights down in the cup. Instead of originally, they have a spacer here with the cup. I like to build it in the fiberglass part itself. We're not far away from getting this done. I just need to gather all those parts and put it all together.